Hi Terry, it's Chris Reed here from Ardor SEO. Sorry for the delay in getting this to you. It's been a real busy couple of months. I've been in the US working with a bunch of clients, but I'm back in the office now and putting together this video audit for you to show you some of the things you're doing spectacularly great with your website, but the huge potential that's still available. So the keyword that we originally spoke about in the email was Detox Center, California. So that's what I went and put this into Google. And you can see these ads that are up the top. This sort of ad placement is very expensive. But if it converts, it's great. Some of these sort of rehab keywords, you can be looking at $100 per click. But if it takes you 10 or 15 clicks to get a customer, there's $1,000, $1,500. If that makes sense for your average customer, then go right ahead and do it. But the problem is, these sort of ads, they only get about 2% of the clicks. Google would love it if it was higher, because that's where they make their money, but it's only about 2%, and the vast majority goes to this organic. And in fact, this Google Maps box is where you really want to be, though that will change greatly depending on where you are. If you're in San Francisco and you type the same keyword, it's going to give you different results than if you're in California. Southern California. But the rest of these keywords should generally stay the same. So I wanted to show why you're not coming up in the search results here where you really should be. And so the first thing I've done is type site colon and your domain name. And this shows all of the pages that you have indexed in Google. And it orders them by what Google sees as the most authoritative pages. And you can see your blog page that comes up, and then your Spanish version of your site, which doesn't appear to be in Spanish, which could probably be an issue. But then the rest of it, there doesn't seem to be any real silo instructions, like privacy and terms of use as some of the higher pages. This page shouldn't be indexed, neither should this page. You've got another contact us page. Another page that shouldn't be indexed. And as you get further down towards the end of the pages that you have indexed, you can see that this Spanish version doesn't have a HTTPS, which should mean that there's a problem with the SSL certificate. None of these are particularly hard to fix, but they can mean a lot. So you want to really have good silo structure. So if you were selling dog food, you might have a small dogs, large dogs, medium dogs page. And you'd have then under small dogs, Chihuahua, Jack Russell. And that just really shows Google, these are the most important pages. Like the small dogs is more important than others. And with your website, it's just a little bit hard to determine what are the most important pages, both for Google and for users. So sorting out a silo structure like that would really help. And you can see that you're ranking for a whole bunch of keywords, 7,000 of them, and generating a lot of traffic. And and you can see over the last year you've really been doing great, increasing really readily. So that's fantastic. But I put a filter on here to show a bunch of keywords that you're on page 2. So keywords that you're not getting any traffic from. Like all these keywords, you're number 11. So it's really not a lot of work to move from number 11 to the front page where you're going to get some traffic. And if we order them by cost per click, because generally the higher the words would cost in AdWords, the more valuable they are. Like here, like Alcohol Rehab Center, California, $133 per click. That's crazy. And you're number 14. And to move from number 14, where you're not going to get any traffic, to the front page is really not a lot of work. So, Terry, Google can't really tell who's the best rehab center in California or the US or the world. What they can tell is, how much authority you have and who's linking to you. All other on-page SEO is really important, but if two sites measured the same, like they have the same quality content, the same siloing structure, the same page speed, Then it comes down to their backlinks, who's talking to them. And for a site your size, it has very few links. It has very little trust flow. So you have a trust flow of 10. That's basically how much authority you have, which is really very low for a site your size. Where your citation flow is 33. So this is basically the credibility of the sites that are linking to you, and this is kind of how much link juice they push through them. And these numbers should be very even. If they're ever not even, it means there's something up. And it generally means that you have some bad links linking to you. And I can see here that you have 1,131 domains linking to you, which is a huge amount. They're generating 15,000 backlinks and only a trust flow of 10. That means that a lot of these domains are really negative and probably holding you back. So the first thing I would really recommend is doing a toxic link review, checking out those 1,000 odd referring domains and seeing which ones you don't want to be associated with. And if you tell Google, you go to Google Webmaster Tools and you submit a disavow file, I bet your rankings would shoot up just from doing that alone. So I've put in one of your competitors, this Valley Detox Center, just because, they are a small site, but they rank very well for this keyword. And if we look at their backlinks, you can see that they've got a trust flow of 10, the same as you, and they only have 13 referring domains. So that's what I'm trying to get at is you've got, 1,100 more than them and the same trust flow, meaning that their 13 domains are more credible than your 1,000 domains. And you can see their trust flow and citation flow are pretty close to each other, so that's a lot better. So Terry, there's obviously your site is ranking really well and getting heaps of traffic, but I do imagine that there's toxic links holding you back. If you removed them, you would shoot up a whole lot more, grab all of these low-hanging fruit, and if you can continue developing your domain, building up that authority, all of these keywords that you're already ranking for, recovery and drug treatment centers, California, all these great keywords that you're already ranking on page 2 and 3 and 4 for, without touching your website, without adding any more content, without doing any silo structure, you'd keep moving up. So who am I anyway? Well, that's me right there. My name's Chris Reed. I'm the CEO and founder of Ardor SEO. And we specialize in working with companies just like yours to help the people that are looking for your services find you, and take action. We know that people, at the end of the day, people do not care about search engine rankings. They care about new customers. And that's exactly what we specialize in, getting our customers new customers. So my only real question for you today, Terry, is if you'd like me to put together a strategy to show you how we can generate thousands of more customers to your website each and every month, all you need to do is click the button below this video. It'll pop up my calendar. Just find a date and time that suits for you and book in a call. Some questions I'd like you to ask yourself before we have a call is, what's your average customer worth to you? What's your conversion rate from your website? And what would thousands of more visitors each and every month mean for your business? Anyway, Terry, I hope you found that interesting and informative, and I hope you'll be booking in a call. So sorry again for the delay, and thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.